One important aspect of being a field service engineer is being detail-oriented. This is important because it ensures quality, provides consistency, and saves time. And in this video, I'll provide some tips on how to remain detail-oriented. Welcome back to Untitled Label, where we strive for greatness through optimization. I'm John, I'm a field service engineer, and on this channel, I share my life on and off the clock with you. If this is your first time on this channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy what Untitled Label is about, and I hope you can take away some useful information. For those of you that are coming back, welcome back, and as always, thank you so much for your support. If you haven't done so yet, consider subscribing, sharing this video with a friend, and at the end, hitting that thumbs up button. Now, with the introduction out of the way, let's get into today's video. Being detail-oriented is important when it comes to being a field service engineer because it provides consistency. You're going to be going from job site to job site, working on different types of equipment, and one thing we want overall is to be consistent. As a field service engineer, you're going to have service protocols that you follow. It's important to hit all those checks and wickets to ensure that the work is getting done correctly from one service engineer to another. It's also a good way to ensure good quality is being met when working on the equipment. Oftentimes, you might have a repair that you're working on. And at the end of the day, you want to make sure everything's put back correctly, put back together, so the next service engineer that comes in behind you knows exactly what's going on, and it's just a baseline as to what we're working on. Lastly, being detail-oriented helps save time. This helps to avoid rework or having to come back to a customer site in order to fix something that wasn't done correctly. You help ensure that rework isn't something that's going to be happening. Now I'm going to provide some tips that are going to help you remain detail-oriented. First thing is going to be organization. I'm a big and firm believer of organization helps things go a lot smoother. By remaining organized, especially while being on a customer site, it just helps things go a lot smoother. You're not having to worry about finding parts or just necessarily navigating through the equipment because everything is where it should be. When at home, for example, working on an IQOQ, for those that don't know, an IQOQ can be a document that we provide to a customer after installation is complete. When in this scenario, by keeping organized, it just helps your workflow, not only saves time, but you're gonna make a whole lot less mistakes. Another tip is going to be to try to avoid distractions while at work. Remaining focused on the task at hand is one way to ensure that everything is getting done correctly the first time. This is especially important when it comes to completing what I previously mentioned, an IQOQ. You have to make sure your head is in the game for the remainder of the time you're working on the IQOQ, or little mistakes are going to pop up and eventually add up. Before you even get on site, another way to improve your workflow is going to make sure you're prepared before coming on site. For me, I ensure that the maintenance protocol is loaded on my computer, ready to go. Parts are available and ready, as well as just knowing what exactly needs to be done. Last but not least, as I'm working, I'm constantly double checking my work just to make sure everything's done correctly. This alone can save a lot of time, especially when it comes to parts malfunctioning or errors that arrive as parts are being replaced. As a field service engineer, being detail-oriented is a characteristic that definitely helps the job go a lot smoother. However, these tips can also be applied to any career path to ensure success. If you have any additional tips that you want to add, let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and share with someone else that might be interested. With that said, I'll catch you on the next one.